Hello and welcome to Materials and Methods for Diploma. I'm your lecturer, Michael Jenkins, and I'm just taking you through this quick introductory video to the Materials and Methods subject for Diploma. So the key to this subject essentially is in the title, so it's Research, Construction, Materials and Methods for Small-Scale Residential Building Design Projects. This research means that primarily the subject is about you finding out information and details like installation details, construction details, etc., properties and durability, things like that about materials and the ways in which we build. However, I don't expect you to be able to just simply come from a base from whatever base knowledge you have and then be doing just the researching of these materials straight away. So that's my part, is to help give you some founding knowledge on construction and how we go about things. But from there, the subject is about you doing the research. The way it's set up is we have some assessments. So you'll get given the login learn key. And once you get given the login learn key, you'll be able to access this page and you'll have all the information there you need. So once you get in, by all means have a look at before you start, but also at the assessments. And then for roughly one of these topics correlates to 1 week. However, sometimes we move through a little bit quicker, sometimes we move through a little bit slower depending on what's required. Within the before you start, you'll find a course schedule for semester 1 or learning program for semester 1 2019. This gives you an outline of what will be covered in each week. For those of you who are studying this subject externally, I'll be recording the videos from each week and uploading them to a link within this page. So I'll put them on a playlist on YouTube, and then you can access them via this page. So follow along through that. Now that class schedule, that's also, how do I say it? That may evolve as we're heading along through the subject, depending on what guest lecturers are able to come in or what new information becomes available. So I still have up here class recordings for semester 2 2018, and I'll be putting in the link for a class recording semester 1 2019 once we get underway. You're welcome to have a look at these, but please beware, the assessments have changed since last semester, so all of that has been updated with new requirements. And that's a good segue into this. So the assessments, quickly running you through them. You've got 3 major reports to write. One about structural options, one about building envelope options, so external claddings of buildings and linings, etc. And then one report on building service options. And then to follow that up, we'll have to do an estimating exercise. Now, all of the information is currently on Learn for the first 3 of these reports. The estimating exercise is yet to come. So directly under here, you can find all the information you need for each of the 3 tasks. And all of these 3 tasks also relate to this group of project briefs. So we need to do these reports on several buildings at one time. So for research task 1, for example, we'll write a section for project 1, for project 2, and for project 3, so that each individual, this is a detached residential build in a semi-rural area, this is an attached residential, and this is a multi-residential. So each of these research tasks will be referring to all 3 of these projects. So please be aware of that. Have a look at these project briefs, familiarise yourself with those, but basically they're there to give you a bit of an outline, a bit of an idea of what that project is and to guide you or steer you in your research. So as I said before, this is primarily a research subject, and so this is about that collation of data, or sorry, collation of information that you do. So we have requirements for with each report. You have to submit an Excel spreadsheet showing all of your sources. But beyond that, I suggest you have a look at a program called OneNote, which is on Office 365. It's a really good forum for collating lots of information as you're going through. You can set it up into various different segments and put links, put pictures, write things yourself in there. It's like an online scrapbook for research, and then also set yourself up a formal filing repository for all of your design guides and things like that, so that you can quickly go back and refer to all of these things. So collate a lot of your information, not just for this subject, but for other subjects and for your work in the future. You'll find having that repository of all of this information in a well-organised fashion will be a very helpful thing for within the workplace. So that is this subject fairly much in a nutshell. I will be getting on with, in the first week, consultants and authorities to give you a bit of a background of how and why of building and some of the legal aspects, including the National Construction Code and Australian standards. And then we start getting into what do we have to start thinking about with our various different designs, how do we go about building what, in what order, etc., and then getting into the nuts and bolts of it. So our structure and our external claddings, services, etc. So look forward to spending the semester with you. Thank you very much for your attention, and please look out for the following videos. Thank you.